Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. There is a lot happening in the crypto space, but we'll be focusing on XRP. I will touch on a wide range of topics and create the impression that I have strong feelings about some of them. In today's video, I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. Just drop it in the box below. Okay, so let's begin. With the formation of the Anti-Cybercrime Task Force, 5 U.S. agencies will work together to step up their crackdown on crypto. On June 20th, the Drug Enforcement Administration, the Postal Inspection Service, the Internal Revenue Service's Office of U.S. Attorneys, and the Department of Homeland Security's investigations all announced that they had formed a new task force called the Darknet Marketplace and Digital Currency Crimes Task Force. The group's primary goal is to put an end to criminal enterprises like drug dealers on the darknet and cryptocurrency-enabled theft. The emergence of cryptocurrency has given criminal activity a technological edge, making it more difficult to catch and punish. Don't get me wrong, I'm not in favor of using cryptocurrency for illegal purposes. And if there is crime, then by all means, take strong action. However, there is an effort to limit crypto use at the same time. And if that's the case, why not put the brakes on the US currency as well? Simply put, the US dollar is linked to the illegal drug trade and money laundering. Maybe they should also take a close look at the southern border, where tons of drugs are being smuggled in every day. But the reason crypto is discussed is because it is newsworthy. They are determined to remove retail from crypto. How exactly can publications like this jolt average investors? Oh no, there will be stricter regulations on crypto. I should probably get out of here while I still can, but steady hands will see them through. There is now a second key player in the battle for listing a spot Bitcoin ETF. The following is called Wisdom Tree. Blackrock and Invesco are two more examples. We have also applied to create a spot ETF for Bitcoin in the US. Spot Bitcoin ETF application submitted by Valkyrie Asset Management. Now I'm going to tell you what I think about this, because Bitcoin maxis are currently all riled up to go all in on Bitcoin, and I believe this to be a disastrous course of action. I have a few ideas on what could be going on here. First of all, it's important to realize that CBDCs will soon be operational in every country. And what is the greatest difficulty that CBDCs face? Bitcoin. By Bitcoin, Maxis advises, if you value your independence. But what if BlackRock ends up owning all the Bitcoin? Then you need to take this into account as well. Gary Gensler said accredited investors, who must have a net worth of at least $10 million. He's advocating for exactly that. Going forward, then, accredited investors will be required for all crypto purchases. In the near future, BlackRock is where you should make your cryptocurrency purchases. To rephrase, I fear that BlackRock is positioning itself to dominate the whole cryptocurrency market, which is a scenario that no one should want. Coinbase and Binance are already embroiled in an SEC litigation, so its timing couldn't be worse. I find this idea repulsive, and I fear its eventual outcomes will be disastrous. In the XRP context, I've been vocal about my distaste for the release of the escrow fund. Why? The whales would swallow up all the escrow, giving them permanent monopoly over the market. The same thing seems to be taking place here, however, I'm curious as to your thoughts on the matter. Remember that BlackRock is a corrupt organization with ties to the WEF and the Big Reset agenda. BlackRock secures a $0.5 trillion contract to aid in Ukraine reconstruction. What an unexpected and startling coincidence. The Ukrainian government has apparently enlisted the help of BlackRock and JP Morgan Chase in establishing a rehabilitation bank, which might lead to substantial private investment in rebuilding projects. The cost to rebuild Ukraine after the onslaught of Russian attacks, as reported by the Financial Times, is approximately $411 billion. However, the price keeps rising. What sense does it make to discuss reconstruction now? This fight is still ongoing, so keep that in mind. For this reason, we must maintain our financial support for the Ukraine. Is this reconstruction bank really going to get so much of our tax money? Not a fan here either. But you already know why BlackRock and JP Morgan Chase are participating. Simply put, they have bought off the politicians. The headhunter for BlackRock, Larry Fink, freely states that the firm and the politicians they hire control the world. Additionally, they purchase up multinational corporations and use their influence to shape government policy. Witness awake, and you know, they're also connected to the mayhem we witness in our main cities thanks to Soros's financial support. Again, though, you know how this crypto crackdown will turn up in the end if you can buy the politicians. Possibly this is why BlackRock is suddenly becoming so invested in cryptocurrencies. So now even Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell recognizes stablecoins as legal tender. Even though he used to be skeptical about cryptocurrency, he now supports it as a legitimate form of currency. Please hear me out on this. The current market cap of all crypto and digital assets in the United States is close to $1.1 trillion. It's been there for some time now. Do you agree that this asset category will continue to be relevant to the US economy? It seems to be holding on for the time being. That's why he thinks crypto will stick around in the United States. The same person said this time last year that cryptocurrency is pointless and will eventually die out. But why does he suddenly support crypto now? For the reason that BlackRock is expanding its crypto investments. That's how I see it, anyway. The Federal Reserve, according to Jerome Powell, will not back CBDC for people. Let me explain what I think is happening. He's saying it now, so they can keep going after they've eaten. With the help of EO 14067 and a future emergency, the Fed will soon become a CBDC. Again, whenever the Fed speaks, he always uses mystical numerical language and always has a clear goal in mind. A CBDC, if you will. Crypto stablecoin legislation to be voted on by U.S. House Committee in July. Therefore, July has the potential to be a fantastic month for the cryptocurrency market. Stablecoin regulations are being discussed in every country since they will be necessary in the future inside this new financial system. To clarify the journey digital assets go from security investments to commodities, House Financial Service Committee Chair Patrick McHenry told his members this morning that he expects to hold a session on discussing, modifying, and possibly advancing legislation. As XRP investors, this is exactly the kind of thing we're hoping for. Again, it will take some time, but July has the potential to be a great month. Kaiser said the purpose of the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple is to smash XRP. It was never about the law, and in a surprising turn of events, the man who pioneered crypto law, Johnny Deaton, concurred with one of Kaiser's claims regarding XRP. As was previously reported, a Bitcoin advocate remarked that XRP fans have yet to realize that US law is not crypto's problem. He explained that Gary is just following the SEC's lead in killing all competitions to benefit the SEC's buddies. The huge banks are his priority, not the small investor. I want you to remember that the SEC can win against Ripple even in the future. I simply don't see that happening. In my opinion, Ripple will ultimately prevail, but as a crypto investor, you should always be ready for the worst. Even if Ripple does lose, XRP will continue to exist. What this indicates is that you shouldn't stop buying XRP, as the next step is shaping up to be the biggest for XRP investors ever, as XRP will eventually be given the go-ahead in the United States as well. That's why I bring up the cooperation between Ripple and the Federal Reserve. And I believe they've been collaborating with the Fed since at least 2017 and possibly earlier. Everything that seems to be happening right now, I believe, has a purpose. Ripple's XRP and 500 other cryptocurrencies are now legal in Indonesia, a major boost for the cryptocurrency market. Recently, the government of Indonesia made a landmark announcement that greatly bolstered the country's cryptocurrency market. Legal recognition for trade of XRP and 500 other digital assets has been issued. Since XRP and other tokens have been classified as securities by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, this is a major development. The country has embraced the digital revolution and opened the door to a new age of crypto adoption all at once. That's huge information. Modular, a user of Ripple, has obtained the necessary central bank approvals to open a branch in Spain and France. The embedded payments industry leader can now provide enhanced localization for the French and Spanish markets thanks to partnerships with Banque de France and Banco de España. You can see that even Ripple's business associates are making strides and expanding their operations around the world. This believes there is promise in the concept of tokenizing money and assets. Tokenizing customer deposits at commercial banks, according to a research published by the Bank for International Settlements on Tuesday, has the potential to radically alter the international monetary system. However, BIS warned that DeFi projects can't achieve this goal so long as they continue to deliberately wean themselves from the rest of the financial system, including central banks and commercial banks. BIS stated in a report that crypto is insular and disconnected from the real world since it does not have a central authority to back it up with trust or currency. Stablecoins, which attempt to imitate the behavior of government-issued currency, have emerged to fill this void. The collapse of the crypto world over the past year demonstrates that imitations cannot compare to the real thing. Tokenization is more stable when backed by central bank money and the certainty of resolution that comes with it. The news article went on. That's why they're referring to stable coins becoming a legitimate form of currency. However, even if stable coins are adopted by banks, the reintroduction of international currency transfers remains inevitable. XRP will be integrated no matter what, and it's already popular with the BIS. They've brought it up before, more than once. International deals are transformed by XRP's instant settlement and low costs. The lowest transaction fees for international payments can be found using XRP because of the efficient consensus protocol. And that is something you must always keep in mind. You now own the most successful cryptocurrency for international transactions. It will be put to use all across the globe. In light of this potential outcome, I urge you to start making plans immediately to continue holding even if Ripple loses the case. The market will swing around quickly if XRP is approved and all the weak hands are out of crypto, so be sure to stock up as soon as possible if this does occur. Maybe that's what Blackrock's planning all along. I don't like Blackrock coming in now, and I don't like these other major institutions coming at the same time, so I can understand why they might want to be the sole on and off ramps for cryptocurrency in the future. That is how I see things, and it informs my current line of reasoning. Again, if you think you can shed some light on this for me, please do so in the comments section. So, I guess that's it for this video. I appreciate everyone who has tuned in. Thank you so much, everyone. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.